Here today, it's looks like it's down 4%, trading at $103 levels. So yesterday, stock had a pretty big day. It did move from 96 all the way to 107. And why did it stop right there and it didn't push forward? Well, if you look at this big square zone right here, this is a gap down zone after earnings. So stock filled this gap exactly, and it didn't decide to go forward because today overall EV stocks pulling back slightly as well, and so is Rivian. So for Rivian, from here to the upside, we have a big wall of a resistance at 110. So gap has filled. Now if it decides to pick a direction, well, I'm not personally biased to the upside or downside. We'll take a look at both upside probability and downside probability. So to the downside, if you're bearish, you need to watch the stock go below 95 before deciding to go short, because that's the support I'm watching to the downside. And also to the upside, you need to let the stock get back above 110 if you're bullish. So let's have a look at option activity, option market, and see what option market is pricing in for this stock. Let's say January 21st of 2022. So 3 weeks from now, implied volatility 80%, $17 move, that's what it's pricing. So let's say, what's the probability that the stock is gonna, if it gets back above 110, next level is 120, 122. What's the probability that it will be reaching this 120 level? What's the option market is pricing? Looks like today, not today, today 700 volume traded for that strike price, 3,000 open interest, $120 strike price, and the probability of that strike price going in the money is 18.5%. All right, and what about say stock slipping below 95 and going back to, let's say, going to like $80, let's say. So if you are bearish, so probability of that is 14%. All right, so that's how I look at things when I trade, and that's my mindset. I don't like take any number when I'm trading out of thin air. So that's what I look at, what market is pricing in and what are the expectations like I have personally when I am trading. So that's what's going on with the option activity. And today's volume, pretty much put to call ratio, slightly more calls were traded than puts, and market we still have 1 more hour to go. So at the moment, if you look at it on a monthly chart, so it has been out there for about 3 months now, right? So okay, looks like it's 2 months. What about the weekly chart? So if you look at the weekly chart, it's in a downtrend on a weekly chart, but if you look at the monthly chart, well, it's flat. All right, it's moving sideways, even though all-time highs 179, all-time lows 88. So basically stock has dropped from its all-time highs 50%. Not a good sign, but typical for IPOs to be that volatile and swing up huge up and down. But I wouldn't rush into this stock yet. Stock's market capitalization is still 92 billion. All right, and that's the technicals I'm watching. Very simple. If it gets above that level 110, well, next resistance you're watching is 120. If it slips below 94, 95, can come back down to 88 and go lower all the way till 80. So, and those are the probabilities in the next month or so. Pretty much 14% probability of going to 80, and there's 18% of probability the stock can go to 120. That's the option market, what it's implying. So that's the update for Rivian. Hope you guys like it. See you in the next one.